From Rixey, this is All Staff. All right, people, we're back. This is All Staff. We got Phil here. Phil, you want to tell the people why you're here, dude?
Philip's here.
Hi, my name is Philip. I'm here to be the Rixey intern.
Burr, 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 burr.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, dude. It's official now.
Super excited.
Because of this documentation that you sent over for us to, read through. Live reading.
What does the doc say?
I have a copy.
Phil, do you want to do the honors? I also have it up, so I got your back if you need it.
Yeah, many people didn't know, but Philip kind of was our ad hoc intern for like the first year of Rixey. He did the video for Butter.
Yep.
He did a lot of standing recording, getting different kinds of sounds and photos. He was really helpful in a lot of the things that we did.
Oh yeah.
We're glad that we can finally officially recognize him as our intern.
Yeah, so he can get credit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
No, yeah, it was such a bummer, man, when everything happened, because it seems like we're just getting started,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were building a
course.
lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was such a bummer.
Since March, it's been everything that we've done has had to be remote for the most part. And we were still trying to produce shows as it was happening. And man, it was really tough. Here we are a year later and it's no different. So
It's, yeah, right? A year later. Philip and I did meet halfway, 3/4 of the way through this COVID year, if you will, and talked about doing a music video, but we never made that work because I had to go back to school, and I think Philip started a new job at the time.
Yeah. Started a new job. I work at a Harris Teeter.
Yeah,
Harris
dude,
Teeter,
got to do it.
get that
Nice.
paycheck, boy.
Yeah. When COVID, I got let go from my other job, and I didn't work for months and months. So it was like when I got a job, I was like, I need to keep this job. So it was like I was just working crazy hours, but now I cut back, and so I'm so I can spend more time on things I want to do.
That's great.
That's good, man.
Well, I'm happy to have you back.
Tanner, I think it would be worth having you explain, both you and Phil explain, like how we came together. Like us meeting Philip and stuff.
Of course. So if anyone who's listening to this is familiar with any of the AP Project records, the sort of lead singer in that band is Melinda James, which is Philip's mom.
Yes.
We met and she was like, hey, my son is really into videography, and he's done some of the, I kept hearing about how you'd done some of the live performance videos, which were super cool. And I was like, oh man, I got to introduce him to my brother, who's, a hired videographer and editor. So that's kind of how that connection was made. Shout out to Mel. Happy belated birthday, Mel.
Yeah.
Mm.
Your mom rocks, Phil. You know that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it was so cool when I found out about you guys, because I feel like I've just been searching pretty much my entire life, and especially in this area, to find someone who is passionate about different projects, as such as Rixey does, like I am. So it's super cool to find out about you guys, and it seems like from the first meeting, it seemed like we just meshed really well together. So I was like super excited.
Vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, man.
I remember when we met, and I was like, yeah, it's tough, especially around here, to find creative people, and
It's true.
yeah, I think it was a match made in heaven, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I, Mace, not to nitpick, but can I reform that thought a little bit?
Dude, say whatever you want.
I think often it isn't hard to find creative people in this area, because I think there are a lot of super talented people. I think it's hard to find creative people who are willing to put in the work to put out their stuff. Does that make sense? Did I just freeze everyone because I saw my connection go in and out?
I heard most of what you said, but
Yeah.
I guess more what I mean is it's hard to find people. It's not necessarily hard to find creative people, but it's hard to find people that will actually go through with the things that they say they're going to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, Philip, when I saw your videos, I thought that was a mark of someone who's willing to go through the the paces to put out like even a live performance video for your mom's band, like that is that's like, you know, you got to put in the work to do that. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's a mark
especially
of that.
yeah, especially where I grew up. I feel like when I tell people like, "What are you going to college for?" I tell them film, and they just look at me like I was crazy, you know, because it's like so
Right.
far out there, especially where we live. Because you know, I just think a lot of people love to play it safe, you know, and go the things that they know they'll be comfortable with, and but it's really hard to chase what you dream, you know. So I was like, you know, I said from a very young age, I'm just going to chase what I love, you know. So that's what I've been doing.
Good, man.
Golf clap.
Yeah,
Very-
we're glad
very
we're
cool.
glad to have you. Somebody tell me about this document. What do we got to do?
Yeah, Philip, do you want to do the honors or?
Yeah. So yeah, it's so for my courses for my college, I'm currently at Nova, and so for the requirement, one of the requirements is I have to do an internship as a class, you know, to get credits to transfer. But so I asked, you know, my teacher, you know, because they usually give out like recommendations on like different local, you know, filmmakers or film production companies. But I was like, you know, this is perfect. It sounds perfect for Rixey. So I emailed my teacher and explained the situation and our relationship and what you guys do. And he said, yeah, that's perfect. Just get him to fill out these forms, and we're set to work together. I just have to just put in, you know, some hours, and you know, you guys have to write how I'm doing and what I'm doing and, you know, all that. So
Sure thing, man.
Awesome.
Yo, Philip, he's garbage. Like, he's not pulling his weight at all.
yeah.
No.
I'm kidding.
We would never.
No. I'm completely joking.
I'm looking over this document, and I think it's actually really cool that it's. I didn't realize it was directed towards, like sort of the cinema program that you're in. So that's super cool. I'm really excited to see
So that means we need to figure out some cool videography ideas for him to work on, and some projects that he can really attach his name to, and we can help guide him in that process, especially Mason with his expert videography skills over here.
Expert, chill.
Right.
This man does everything.
Yeah, no. So, well, that's one thing that I thought would be good, especially for this episode, is to kind of spitball and brainstorm about the things that we could give Philip to work on.
Also turn it around to Philip as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hear what he wants to work on as well.
When Philip came to me with this sort of not task, but just like this next step in, you know, obviously his internship, the first thing that I said immediately was just like, dude, we're so DIY at this sort of, you know, record label, podcast label, that if you see a need or if you see like something that you want to work on specifically, like as long as we can all come gather around it and okay it, I think, you know, whatever you see,
Yeah.
do your thing, you know?
Yeah,
I have a
absolutely.
couple ideas, obviously.
I do
but
as
that's
well.
because I've already tried to hire you for music videos. I do want to just throw this in, though. I just recently did my first Canvas on Spotify.
Oh,
you got a
nice,
Canvas?
dude. Those are so cool.
Yeah, I did. I did my own
Oh,
Canvas.
Tanner.
It wasn't.
gotta check
it
this
wasn't
out.
it isn't super technical by any means. But if you guys want to take a look at it right now, you
I'm
can.
gonna look it up
But
right now.
I also feel like Philip would be like such an awesome asset to work on some canvases for some of the releases that
That
we
is
not
one.
just my
Very
own.
Which
good
one did you
idea.
do it on?
I did it for my newest single, As Long As I'm With You. You know, it's out right now on all streaming services. Go check it out.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. I'm watching it right now. Oh, dude, this would be so great.
It's a very short format. But I
It'll
truly
enhance-
believe the answer is in doing a music video and then maybe clipping some of that video from the music video, like the official release. I don't know.
I do think it will enhance whatever we do release on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
So like, it's just more commonplace to have that kind of canvas now. But
It is.
if we make them well and Philip does them well, I mean, we can help guide him in the process and the design and the production of those. I mean, that could be an asset to us as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a great thing to do. The thing about Canvas is that I think you have to have a certain number of plays to get accepted into the program. So I think working as a group on filling in Tanner's catalog with Canvas videos should be priority number 1. So if that's
I would obviously love that help.
if that's digital stuff or like stuff that you actually shoot, I think that should be like honestly priority number 1. Because I think now that you have access to it, you can do it for all of your songs, right?
Yeah, so I will say that it used to be like when it was in beta testing, Canvas was only for, sort of special occasion, like artists, if you will. I think everyone can do it now. So I think if you have obviously your name on a song, like I think the option is that you can just do it. I did it from my phone. As you all may be aware, like the iPhone iMovie app is actually pretty sweet, and I did it from there. So there it is.
I mean, it looks cool.
I'd rather work with someone who is an aspiring videographer, obviously, Philip, where you might come in to the mix, who has a nice camera and a good eye for that type of thing. So
Yeah.
It might also be good for other releases too. I mean, like, do we have any other artists line up?
we do, kind of. It's such a weird time.
Is it open to everyone now, or do you have to have a certain number of plays?
I think it's open to everyone. So I was thinking we could go back through, through the book, and if Philip wants me to come with him or wants to go make that connection, like we could even have him meet up with some of the artists and do like these short. They're just short 8-second, video loops.
I think that's
Phil,
a great
what are your
idea.
thoughts?
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Phil?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, that sounds great. I mean, I would, love. I mean, anything I can do. I just want to be busy. Just busy with you guys. So anything you guys have me or want me to do or think sounds interesting, I'm down for. Even if it doesn't work out in the end.
I think it would be really great if like we scheduled some time with, like, if it's AP, if it's Kate Holman, if it's Jan, and I just give Phil the red camera to shoot like even like 20 minutes of footage of each person, because if it's 8 seconds, you just need a little bit of good stuff.
Yep, and it could be them strumming or whatever.
Here's a question: can you make canvases for podcasts?
That is a good question. You guys will know better on your end.
I don't think so.
I do it from my artist profile. So I have a separate artist profile that I go into sort of the back door, if you will, of Spotify and
I give it,
stuff.
Maybe 6 months to a year, but soon enough they're gonna make it to where canvases are for podcasts too.
Which might just be the whole video, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Spotify is trying to turn some of their podcasts into videos.
Oh, yeah, I think you might,
because I think
right.
Joe Rogan's already doing that. But
it's a good point.
That I don't know a ton about that, but so some ideas that I had. I think if we can figure out a time to give like each artist some time with Phil and the red camera, he could make some bomb shit.
Yeah,
I agree.
So I had a couple ideas, and you guys let me know what you think. Obviously, this would entail getting him probably one of my copies of Logic or Final Cut or both, which is fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can just log into my iCloud account. But the first one which would probably be the simplest. We talked about it in the past, but I wonder if Philip could start his own show while he's an intern.
Yeah, I mean,
and I love it. I don't want to put too much on Phil's plate, but I love that idea.
I mean, I know we mentioned it like a year ago before everything went to shit, but I don't know. I mean, I think I would like to pull the trigger on that, because what would be cool is if it was something that you recorded either by yourself or with somebody else, and then you used either GarageBand, Logic, or Soundtrap to edit the show. That would be good for the internship.
So what you thinking, like a podcast?
Yeah, I mean, it could be
okay.
It could be a video log podcast too.
It could be.
Yeah, I was thinking like a sort of like a vlog sort of thing where I just like do like my day in the life of like what I do for you guys, and you can just like edit it and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, I mean, like a podcast too, where I just like talk about it too, would also be cool. whatever, you know.
Even but and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to be about necessarily what you're doing with Rixey. It could be like
whatever.
I don't know, like if you were
you feel.
Yeah, if you were like watching like films that you love and you're talking about them with somebody that you feel like has a good like grasp on film, like if you did a podcast about watching like the Criterion Collection or something, you know what I mean? Like, just like something like that, you know?
Yeah.
But we can obviously talk about that further, but I do love the idea of potentially having his own show during this internship, because that is what we do. We produce audio, and I think learning how to edit audio is going to be a priceless skill moving forward.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I find the best video editors are the ones that understand sound design. I work with a lot of video editors that don't even know where to start with an audio mix.
Dude, roast them right now.
I mean, that's why.
I'm just kidding. I mean, please don't roast them.
That's partially what I do at my job, is I help other people do their sound mixes. So
that makes sense.
If you have that skill, like it's a priceless skill. So I don't know. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. No, yeah. Let's work on it, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Philip, can I just throw this out to you? In a dream world, what is a project that you'd work on, in the next semester to year?
All right. So I was actually talking to my mom about this last night, because so if everything goes to plan, I transfer in the fall, like fall time, right? And I wanted to go into school with something under my belt that I could, show off is like the wrong word, but show off, so it'd be like, I'm here, I'm here to work, I'm here to learn. But I was thinking I wanted to make a documentary on like local music, like in this area, just like, because there's, especially with you guys, of how many local musicians you guys know, and my mom knows, and Tanner knows as well. And I think it would be really cool to just like figure out, like, just get into like the inner workings of how, about like who these people are, and, why they do what they do. And, most of these people just work regular 9-to-5 jobs, and then at night they're rock stars. I just think that's really interesting. So I would love to like, sit down with people and, go to shows, and, it's just a really cool atmosphere, because I go to shows all the time, because my mom's a local musician and as well, so I've been going to these shows since I was little, and I've just grown up seeing like, all these people just really like for 3 hours, they're doing exactly what they want to do with their lives, because they never got to really accomplish that when they're younger. So I think it's just really interesting concept to me. So yeah, in a dream world, I would love to make something like that,
Dude, I love it too.
That's
but
powerful.
Obviously I love it
great.
because that's,
And you can use all of my shit for that. Like if you shot all those interviews on the Red with the 70 millimeter, that shit would be crispy.
Yeah, just like produced by Rixey, and then like I would have like a directing credit, or like a cinematography credit, or whatever, So yeah,
I think that would be
something like that.
Great, something like to work towards. I think like if you could figure out the people that you want to talk to, because I bet that there's musicians like that we don't even know about, and like maybe even the musicians that used to play in Culpeper that now are like have aged out of it, or yeah, that'd be cool. Because dude, aren't Big and Rich from Culpeper?
I believe Rich is I don't know which one is. One of them's
it's
originally
Big or
from Culpeper.
Rich.
They both live in Nashville now, though.
But they're from here.
Do.
But
that'd be incredible. Actually, one of them might have like a farm or something in Culpeper.
Yeah, obviously that would be a dream pull for an interview, but yeah, dude, I think if you got a list together, Phil, of people that you'd want to talk to, because I think if you talk to musicians and you also talk to the owners of the venues, like Steve Gaughan, the guy who does stuff at the Pier, the guy who does stuff at what's the restaurant next to Pinto Thai, like the brick building?
Grassroots. I think ultimately the outdoor brewery scene is going to be something that's actually alive and well this spring.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're still in COVID, right? This is
Yeah, it's so tough because I wanted,
it's a tough
dream world.
line.
Yeah, in a dream world, you could pull people like from the audience, just be like, what do you think of this? But it's so tough now,
Yeah, that's a
just
good
because of how
idea
things
too.
are. So
Yeah, no, dude, I think that's
I love
think
it.
it's
Love
a
the idea,
fantastic
man.
idea. We will help you in any way we can. I think
Full support.
that would be an awesome thing to like A, put on your portfolio, and then B, have as a part of the internship, and then if you let us, let us put it out.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. No. I mean, I want you guys to be as involved as not only as you want, but as you can. That would be great.
Yeah.
Because I definitely don't want to do that on my own. And
Man, any hours or minutes that I have free, I will commit to putting support behind that. That's super cool.
Yeah, you just let us know what you need.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
One easy thing that we could do is have Phil come do some more recs, because I need some recs.
You running low again?
Yeah, dude, I'm low.
I'm sorry, I haven't contributed.
Yeah,
to
I gotta
the
record some
Rex. I
Rex.
need to contribute.
We can all talk about it after, but yeah, I want to get some more recs from everybody, just because I've been doing my own recs for like a month and I'm tired of hearing my own voice. So
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing great, bud. Doing great. Great recommendations.
I mean, we were doing great before, like, we were able to get people in. We could get them
it's
from
such a fun
everybody,
thing,
and
yeah.
then it's all just shut.
yeah,
And it's like been hard to get those recs.
Dan, you're right though. It's such a fun thing to bring people in and be like, recommend stuff.
Yeah. It's hard to get those recs now because everything's remote, and then we have to figure out ways to record other people in different locations.
and that's what I think maybe. Because I personally think, Tanner, we talked about this, I think a little bit before you were on. We want to have Phil in these all staff meetings whenever possible. It like ideally every episode, but whenever he can, if not every episode. Because he is all staff now,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Officially.
official now.
Officially.
Do we need to sign some documents?
Yeah. Did you guys already sign them?
I have the documents.
Yeah.
I'll be the document guy. You
All
guys
right.
both do a lot.
You are the teacher.
The teach.
You're the teach.
But the reason I say that is because if Philip came to the studio next Friday for the next recording, we could do a bunch of recs when he comes by.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds great.
What else? What else could he do? I love the canvas idea. I love potentially having his own show, but the documentary idea is dope. Do we have any other like spitball ideas?
I mean
that
I
could
think
be
the canvas idea works.
Yeah, I mean
works with like a music video idea too. That's the only thing I would say could be pulled in. Like doing a fully fledged music video. I really want to see like Philip's name, directed by Philip James on like a music video. That's my hope was that Freely Final was going to be, going to give him a director's credit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucked when we couldn't find time, man. I was so disappointed. I was so excited when we had that meeting. I was like, I was pumped. I was ready to do it. And then,
well, look, if we can find time during this spring when it actually starts warming up, like obviously we have enough space out here to maintain some type of socially distant video shoot.
Right.
If you felt comfortable, man, I would be down to shoot that. I still think that song like has such a powerful visual element that I really like what we talked about. So I'm down to do it still.
I had another idea. Tanner, you recently purchased the live sound system, right?
I did.
And
I did.
We
so excited.
We talked about trying to get people in to do live performances on video. Like if Eddie came in and did some of his songs live.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be really cool if we ran an A cam that was stable, and then we have Philip running a B cam. That could be cool.
I love that. I love that. Again, I don't know how we all feel about running a live studio during COVID. Like, I still think that we might be a little ways away from that personally. But if it's an outdoor thing, I'd feel even more comfortable about that. We could maybe shoot for a spring, like a spring live like sort of session outdoors. That'd be so cool.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking even if it was like, everybody's masked up except for the talent,
the performer,
and then it was just something that was pretty straightforward. Just like Eddie comes in and plays 4 or 5 songs, and we have that for the YouTube channel. And
we could release it on Spotify and all that as well.
We collaborate with Philip and you and me and Dan, and we figure out, because that would be another way to bring life to the internship.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think to start, we got to figure out these Canvas videos. We got to see, Tanner, if all of our artists can do it.
Actually, that's something that I can check on right now.
Please,
right now.
Because
so you guys can set up a time and get together and kind of discuss, which musicians can and which musicians can't that we've already, put out, and then basically go from there.
Yeah, because like Philip came by and shot some video of Eddie for one of his first releases, and we could just give him that footage to turn into an 8-second video for one of Eddie's songs, and then we could even, me and Phil and Tanner could go meet up with Eddie for an hour and film some more stuff, or Eddie could come here,
Oh yeah, I think we're good to go, guys. I just looked at all of our artists on Spotify, and all the ones that I have access to, I think we're
pumping,
able to do a Canvas for. So I think that's good to go.
Yeah. So I think that should be we should start talking about that like this coming week. Like, who can we get in contact with and how, like, because I would love, if we're gonna shoot video, let's shoot it on the Red. Let's make it look really good.
Yeah.
That camera's sitting.
I agree.
Cool
that's
idea.
sitting in the studio
Quality.
untouched, and I want that thing to get some use. And I think if Philip was using that camera, I mean, it's a workhorse, and like having time experience with the Red, again, invaluable.
Yeah. Also, the aspect ratio of these Canvas videos is like basically a full phone screen. I don't know if that sort of changes the workflow on the Red.
It's 1080 by 1920, right?
Which you can change in the settings, right?
Is that easy to edit out of like a Red footage? Is that just pretty basic
the
stuff?
thing is that once you the cool thing about having a Red camera is that you have so much more room to play with the 6K file.
That's a good point.
So you can zoom a lot further, and especially I have a zoom lens and a super wide, so you have a lot of space to play with. So
cool.
If it was like Kate Homan,
super exciting,
sitting on her porch playing her guitar, and we did like a loop of that, like that would be super cool. Or like Eddie sitting at his computer, like working on his keyboard, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that would be really cool. Or just playing the JMAR.
Just JMARing it up.
Cool. I feel good about that.
Sweet. Yeah.
I do too. I just want to pass the baton to Dan really quick. I feel like he hasn't really gotten to have any input on any of this stuff as much as maybe all of us. Do you have anything because we're about at 30, right?
We're about at 30. But no, I mean, what we've all discussed here, I mean, it all sounds like great ideas. Now we just got to, find out what's priority to start and see where we can go from there, and helping Philip get what he needs to get to complete the project. So,
yeah, definitely.
So tentatively, let's say, Phil, I'm going to have you come by next Friday to do Daily Rec and all staff recordings. And then
we can figure
out
Tanner, you could start talking to some artists, seeing what they think about it, seeing who you could possibly, get to discuss about it, and then we can go from there on if they want the canvases done, how they want them done, when they want the footage done, and I think that would be pretty valuable.
Nice. And I'll also go through this paperwork, Philip, and make sure that I have what I need.
I have one last thing I want to talk about. So In the last episode, or maybe even the one before that, I talked about how Debuff, we're doing video now, and I know I've come back to this a couple times, but I feel like it did work, and I will tell you why. So when we upload to YouTube, like with just audio, we usually get like a couple views per video, right? It's not, people don't like listening to audio videos, like they want to watch something. And so I put up the Debuff video last Monday. We're recording this on the 23rd. I put it up last Monday, and the first day it did about 10 views, which is more than usual, right?
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube alone, not counting like podcast directories. And then over the week, I forgot to check it, and I checked yesterday, and it had like 46 views, which is more than we ever get.
That's pretty cool.
What I got from that was it's working. It's what people want to see. They want to see people talking. They don't want to hear. They want to see it.
Well, the numbers are small.
The numbers are small.
Either way.
But they are better.
But it's important. Yeah.
They're 10 times better than they used to be.
If you look at some of the
Can
other
you film the
data,
video
though,
for this?
I mean, it is.
I'm
already,
recording the conversation.
Yeah, but like,
does it record video?
The average view duration is like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the full thing, but it's still. We don't usually get 46 views on a video.
True.
It's all about
every
traction,
number counts.
right?
And the thing is,
it's all about
the
traction.
more that we do it, it's going to be next week. It's going to be 60 views, and the week after that's going to be 70 views. Like,
especially, if people love what you're saying and are like, "Wow, I'm like really connecting with that type of banter." I want to see their faces,
and not to mention,
I want to see their hand movements.
The podcast stats are better than they used to be as well. It used to only get like, I don't know, 15 or 20 downloads per week, and now it's like at least double, if not triple that. So
really,
nice. People like the pivot a lot.
All right, that's good. That's good data.
So yeah, we're gonna keep filming it. I think at some point we could probably make this show into video, but I don't know. I don't love the idea of having a Zoom meeting being the video. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I have commentary on that really quickly. One, my background is dope. I didn't even mean to have that, so I'm definitely trying to show that off. Phillips is too. Dan, yours definitely needs some work, but we've already talked about that. Looks like you're in an asylum. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Okay.
No, there's this very famous show on YouTube called Freak Show, and it's just these 4 teenagers on a Zoom call, and it's just like a comedy show. Just look it up. It's really, really popular. But yeah, I mean, they make money. They do ads and stuff. I mean, it's people, and as long as you give them something interesting to look at, it's like, are very visual when you're talking, it's people are going to be interested,
I mean, I look like a Sith Lord.
We can take this to a vote.
Well, I have a question. Can we, when we record the Zoom call, the thing I like about it is that it switches speaker view, right? It switches to the speaker every single time. That's audio, or that's video editing that you don't have to
dude,
do.
I record in gallery view.
So you see everybody.
You should record in speaker
view is
what
garbanzo.
Well, how is that garbanzo, dude?
Because it doesn't always work.
First of all, garbanzo beans are great.
First of all,
so what are you saying here?
It all depends on. It doesn't always work correctly. Like half of what you just said, Dan was just on screen, just staring at the screen.
Okay, so I think if we, I don't know, man. I'm watching speaker view right now, and it seems to pick up anytime. I don't know. It seems to work.
And that's a great segue to end the show on.
Wait, did I just trip out?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you
like terribly.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go.
Play us out, Mace.
Thanks for joining us this week. Maybe next week we will take it to a vote and figure out if we're going to make all staff video. But everybody, congratulate Phil for joining the team officially.
Congrats, Phil.
we will talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.
See you guys.
See y'all.
All Staff is a production of Rixey, edited and mixed by myself, Daniel Walker, and Tanner Carlton. If you want to keep up with all things Rixey, follow us on Instagram at rixey.co. That's RIXEY.co. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and rate the show. It really helps out.